Hi, this is Beth from Gray Barn Media. Today I'm going to talk about how you can start your own online shop really quick and easy using Squarespace 7.1. So when you begin on Squarespace, you're going to go to squarespace.com. You can hit /templates and you're going to start in looking, this is the 7.1 starting point. And if you click down below on online stores, this demo purpose, I'm going to start with Ventura. So I'm going to click Start with Ventura, and it's going to lead me step by step on how to set up the front side of the site. So here we're going to give it a name. I'm going to say it's Demo. Continue. You can click Next. It's going to show you how you can add pages to your site. Really, this site that we're going to be concentrating on right now is just focusing on the online shop. So here we are. We have Demo on the right-hand side. This left-hand side, you have a side panel. If you scroll down on the right-hand side, you can actually see all the products, the demo content that is already supplemented in here. So it's just to show you how it will look. So to edit this information, click on Pages. And you can get rid of all of these pages that you don't necessarily need. If you want it to be strictly your online shop, you would go through and delete the About page, delete the Contact page, and delete the Stock List page. So for this demo purpose, we're going to delete the Stock List page, and we're going to delete the About page. Click Shop. And it's going to show you how the back end is populated with all of the demo content. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you're going to add a service-based product to your shop. Since so many people are pivoting right now in April 2020 to whether or not they're going to be offering, say, takeout delivery or curbside pickup or local delivery. So I'm going to show you how you can offer those services as an online shop. So if you click Confirm you want to delete, you highlight them in bold, so you're starting fresh. Okay, we have no products in our shop yet. So if you click the plus button, click on Service, you have the other options of offering or uploading a product that you're shipping, as well as a digital download. So if it's a PDF or an ebook, you can select digital download. For this purpose, we're going to say it is a make your own, say, your bakery donut kit, or decorate your own. And we'll give it a price. We'll call it $20. You can give it a sale price of, you can maybe say 16. Okay, and you can indicate whether you want it to be on sale or not. Okay, if you go back, if you click on stock, you want to indicate the quantity of the donut kits that you have in stock. So for demo purposes, let's say we have 20. You want to make sure one is not in here. It's at least more than one, or if it's limitless, just click Unlimited. Okay, so for our demo purposes, we're going to stick with 20. For an item, you need to upload an image that represents your donuts. So these images here will pretty much display on the product side of things. Down below here, you want to add your product details. So for instance, since we are a bakery, we might want to add the flavor of donuts, how many donuts we get in the kit, the type of toppings we get in the kit, maybe the ingredient list that we get in the kit. Notice that you can bold, underline, italicize, you can link information. So for instance, if you have an ingredient list somewhere on your site, or you want to link to it or upload it on a PDF, you can simply click Link, click the gear icon, and you can upload a file that might be the ingredient list for the donuts. So there's ways around if you just want to have a one-page online shop using Squarespace. So you can use any of these controls. Okay, so you have that tab, the pricing and variant tab. You want to adjust your price, your stock, as we just showed you. The additional info, if this works like any regular Squarespace site. So if you click the teardrop icon, it actually shows you what you can insert. So if there's a video to go along with your product, maybe it's instructions or a hello, or something to sell your product to your customers of what they can expect. And you have it in video, you can click video. Any of these images, a line, an audio clip. Okay, so you have, this works just like if you needed a form, works like any other Squarespace account here. So for form, if this product requires a specific form, then you can indicate, like for instance, if we want to create a new form that's specific to your make your own donut kit form, we might ask, how many chocolate donuts? And we might be able to tell them 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. You can ask them how many plain donuts you want included in the kit. So you have chocolate and you have plain. So we have 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll make that required. Under options, you want to upload a thumbnail image that represents your product. And the product URL will automatically, if you didn't fill anything in, it automatically will take your title of your product URL. So you could use it as decorate your own donut kit pack of 6. Maybe you just want to make this a 6-pack. Okay, so we have the thumbnail image processing. Under the SEO tab, this is where you're going to make sure you include your keywords as well as a description. So anything that maybe is based upon your location. This is the area that you want to include your keywords. The social sharing image, I'd recommend something that is in landscape proportion. So if you just want to click search for images, you can use the unsplash free images as options, which is a great built-in feature. And we can just click donuts and we see all these versions. We'll pick this one to represent our image if it was shared socially. And the share button, see how that looks there? And this share button here, I don't really use this button so much because I like to share it independently. But if you do use it, you can connect your account, and when you click save and publish, your product will be automatically shared to, say, your Facebook page. We're going to click save and publish. And there you have it. We have our decorate your own donut kit, and you can see it in the right-hand side show up. And you can see how it changes between the two pictures that we uploaded. So if we click on it, we can see that if we click on this arrow, it expands. Okay, so you can double check how this looks to you. If you want to edit the information, you just double click and you can go back into your edit form. Maybe you need to add some content, or you have a couple more pictures to add here. Then you can click save and you will see your changes populate. If we were to say add to cart, notice how this form pops up. How many chocolate donuts? The donuts in the kit are 6. I know that's not really worded correctly, but say we want 3 chocolate and 3 plain, and we add it to the cart. So you can see how it's adding. And up here, it will indicate 1. Over in the home menu, if you click on design, I'm going to show you a couple of things. So say you wanted to have your brand colors, this orange that comes with the template doesn't represent your brand colors so well. So if you click on design and you go to colors, you can go into the palette section and click edit. And these are under the designer palettes. So you can go ahead and click around to different ones that might represent your brand colors better. These are combinations that Squarespace has suggested that look well together. So they're really a default package, and you can sort of get the look and feel by scrolling through. But say you don't like any of these designer colors, or designer palettes rather. If you have custom colors, you can click your custom colors. If you want to just select an image based upon a color, you can say maybe you like the blue, maybe a little bit more turquoisey. And you can see how it might look on this right-hand side as you scroll. So you can see how it changes automatically. If there's an image that you want to pull from, you can upload your image to this section, and then it will read the color palette right from the image. So the opportunities are really endless here. So say this is our color palette that we like. You click save. The other, when building an online shop in Squarespace 7.1, you want to make sure that you look at the product items. So if you click on product items, notice that you can have your aspect ratio of how this picture displays. Right now, it's a 3:4 ratio, a vertical ratio. Say you'd like to have the ratio be square, so it's consistent. You can have your text aligned left, right, center. I'm going to keep it left. You can have your breadcrumbs show or not show at the top, so you can always go back. There's different levels of complexity. You can do previous and next. Your image spacing, you can play around with that to say if you want it a little bit closer to your product. The gallery width, you might want it a little bit bigger. The text alignment, top, center, kind of stick with top. The design, we could have it be stacked. Notice how the images stack versus slideshow. And finally, you could have it be a carousel, so you can click through. I'm going to click it on the slideshow. The gallery, you can have it on the left or the right, or you could have it on below. So I'm kind of liking this. You can have the zoom factor or no zoom factor. So there's no zoom, and here's a zoom. And you can factor how close you want to get when you do zoom. So I'm going to keep it out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to click, say we're good with this. Click save. Go back a level. Notice how you have fonts. So maybe this is something else you'd like to go in and change. So if you click on fonts, you'll notice the different combinations that pop up. Really, these are custom. It shows you which one is you're currently using. So your base size is 16, but say you want this a little bit smaller, you can just click down a little bit, maybe click up. Maybe you like to have the Poppins one, okay? It changes throughout the whole site. Maybe you want it more of a serif style, which is a little bit fancier. Click through, test them out, see which one works best for your business and represents your brand. I'm going to go back. I kind of liked the Sans one, and I'm going to stick with the Poppins. And I think 16 is a great starting point. So I'm going to click save. So you can go and you can take a look what all these other ones have to do with your site. If you'd like to see what the animation's about, that is fine too. But so spend some time on the design panel. Animations panel of the design section of the site. It's defaulted to none, but you can go ahead and see how a possible fade might look, and you can adjust the speed to fast, slow, and medium. You could see how the slide up looks, and you can see how a clip. So I'm going to stick with the slide up, and I'm going to click with save. So these are some animation features that are unique in the design panel on 7.1 that Squarespace automatically builds in. We clicked from the home menu, we clicked on pages, and we want to edit this picture that comes with the Ventura demo. So let's go into edit mode. If we double click on this right hand side, you're going to see this, this edit option, and you're going to click background, and you'll see that this chair with the dishes is your demo content. So we're going to delete that, and we're going to search for images. Now here you can upload an image that you have. We're going to stick with our donut theme, and let's upload, let's say this one. We'll add this to the site. And yes, there we are. So we can go in and we can see how we like it. If we want it more of an inset, okay, or you can have it be full bleed. Under the format, you can have the section height customized if you click section, and maybe we want it just to show a little bit and see how you can get right down to the shop down below. Okay, so here we have the header. It coincides with our donut shop. If you'd like to insert a text block, you can just simply say hello or welcome to our online shop. You can adjust it so it could be a heading 3, nice and bold in white so it pops. Down below here, this stacked page, you might want to say all items are available for curbside pickup or local delivery, depending on how you want to set it up. Again, if you click this arrow button, you might see that the section height is small. The content width is small, but maybe we want it medium and large. It just expands it. So say we have the medium section. If we go up in here and click save, we now can see how we have the donut shop, we have the decorate your kit, and then down below here, we have your newsletter. So let's just go in that real quick and just take out the demo content. We're gonna say we wanna keep the newsletter because that's a great way of communicating with your customers nowadays, especially during this time where people want to know what's going on with your local business. So if we upload a picture, we have our newsletter. If you go into the newsletter setup, you're going to maybe say subscribers, okay, to your monthly dispatch. You can give this a name. Maybe you have, a pop-up shop that you plan on doing, or pop-up workshops. Here under the storage tab, you want to connect to other services. You can connect this to a MailChimp account, a Squarespace email account. If you don't use either of those two, you can just connect it to a Google spreadsheet by clicking on Google Drive. And I'm going to say this is the donut shop subscriber list. And then click apply. So now this Google spreadsheet will be created automatically on the backside of my Google account, now on my drive. So while we're here, you want to click on edit footer. You want to put your shop name. In this situation, you might want it to be a header 4, a little bit smaller. You can get rid of this made in Squarespace. You can keep your social links. Just click on edit, and you want to make sure that you're putting in your information. Right now it defaults to everything Squarespace. So make sure you customize your social. Here under this text, we do not have an about, and we do not have a shop list. All we have is a contact and a shop. Okay, and then you want to go up to this upper left. Under done, click save. So then if you scroll up and you go into contact, here, this is the title of our site. All you have to do to change this information is double click, change however the language you want to change, customize your email and your phone number. Over here in the form, if you hover over it and click the pencil and you go into the name of the form, I would suggest calling it contact form. You can add any form field that you'd like. Okay, so there's a whole variety that you can choose from. You can also delete them if you'd like. So say we don't want the subject, we just want email, name, and message, and we're making it all required. You can go in here into edit and deselect the required information. Okay, under storage, it will ask you what email address you want this form sent to. So you make sure that you enter that information in and click connect. I also highly suggest creating a second, a Google spreadsheet on your drive that connects to your, that collects all of your information. It's sort of like a nice safe keep. Under the advanced tab, you can customize this post submit message as well as this button. If you want to say something else instead of submit, you can have the button alignment be centered, left or right. And then when you're ready, you can click apply. Click save. One of the last things that you'd like to do when you go forth and you have an online shop is that you have to connect it to your commerce. So under commerce, click through these get started. It will show you everything you need to know. If you're not familiar with Squarespace and you click on not selling or you're just starting to sell, for instance, we're going to click on food and drink. You can click next. We have, say, we're going to plan about 10 to 25. All of these guides right here are great ones to work through. So I highly recommend clicking on all three of these, watching them, as you're going to want to get familiar with how the inventory works and the order forms that come in. If you go into this checkout and you scroll down, you can add additional fields. So for instance, on your checkout page, we don't need to necessarily collect a shipping address or a billing address with a phone number. Here, if we enable the custom checkout form and we click edit, we can add a form field. And in this situation, we want them to select, please indicate if you would like to have curbside pickup or have your product delivered. And then in this description, note, we only deliver to, and maybe there's certain towns that you deliver to. You could list your towns here, okay? So they're gonna have to indicate if they want curbside pickup or if they want local free delivery. Okay, so they'll have to choose curbside pickup or local free delivery, and you can click it on required. Now, if they have local delivery, you can even add a form field that asks for its address in the delivery address. So we can leave that unchecked. If you click this down, additional note maybe we want to keep in here, and we'll make it unrequired. So this is the additional information they're going to need to complete before they enter in their credit card information. So let's click save. Let's go over and let's click save again. Okay, and we'll go up to our cart and say we're ready for checkout. So if we click our cart, notice that you have your decorate your own donut kit. It's a pack of 6. Change the quantity that you'd like here. If you click on checkout, this here, we're going to enter in your email address. Okay, hit continue. Note how this is the additional information. So please indicate if you'd like to have curbside pickup or have your product delivered. So here it's forcing you to go through and say, I would like to have it be a local free delivery. And then the delivery address, you can enter in your information here. You want to add an additional note, you can click continue. You will enter in your payment information. Click continue. It's not letting me because I'm not entering in my payment info. And then click review and purchase. Under the commerce panel, if you click on customer notifications, you'll notice that you have the reply to email. This is an email that if a customer receives their order confirmation and they click reply, where do you want that to go? And typically it's an email address that you check regularly. Maybe it's orders@yourbusinessname.com that is designated for just online shop orders. Okay. You can customize the emails that people receive. So for instance, under order emails, you click on order confirmed. Now remember that when we set up this shop, it was a service product. So you could set up a physical product, you could set up a digital product, but our situation, we have a service product. So on this bottom part here, on this left side here, this is the information that we want to be specific and communicate. So think about what you want to communicate to your customer when they have submitted their order and now they're waiting to hear from you. So for instance, let's say we're going to say email you directly when your order is ready to be picked up or delivered. Now, before you put your shop to live, you have to connect your shop to a payment processor. Squarespace has a relationship with Stripe or PayPal, or you could do both. So if you go into Commerce and click on Payments, okay, here you can connect your Stripe account. You can connect your PayPal. For this purpose, you can connect to your Stripe. Click Stripe. It'll prompt you through how you want to go through. It says Squarespace would like to connect to your Stripe account. If you already have an account, you can click Sign In. Okay, once you connect your Stripe account, I highly recommend going through each of these tabs under the setup as well as the customer notifications so you're aware of the different aspects of Squarespace commerce. Okay, and the final steps to going live with your Squarespace site is if you go into settings, you need to upgrade. Notice that your site availability right now is private. If you'd like to go ahead and subscribe to your Squarespace account and you click on subscribe with the e-commerce plan, it is highly suggested to either do the business plan or the commerce plan. Now, it is important to note that with a business plan, you are actually paying more under commerce. You're going to see that you're actually paying a 3% transaction fee in addition to the 2.9% plus 30 cents that Stripe or PayPal will take out of the credit card charge. So all you have to do here is click select on either the business website plan or the commerce plan, you go through, enter your credit card information, your website will now be live. Okay, so now you have upgraded from a trial site to a paid Squarespace plan. There's two more steps that need to happen. Okay, so now that you have upgraded from a Squarespace trial account to a paid account, you want to attach a custom domain to your site. So if you click on settings and domains, if you have a domain that is say at GoDaddy or Bluehost, you can click on use a domain I own that you want to attach it to. If you want a new domain that's associated specifically to your online shop, you can buy that right through Squarespace by just clicking get a domain, and typing in the name of the domain that you would like. So go ahead, attach your domain, walk through that process there. And the final thing that you're going to need to do before unveiling your site live to the world is set your site availability to public. So to do that, from the home menu, click Settings and then Site Availability. And you can either password protect your site, or once you upgrade to a published site, you will have the public toggle available to switch on. So you want to click on public, click save, and now your site is available for everyone to view.